At the Nuremberg Toy Fair in 2017, WSI showed off this printed model of a large Volvo excavator. Fast forward and we now have the die-cast model of the Volvo EC950E. The real machine is big and weighs around 90 tonnes. We know that because it says so on the back of the box, and it's always nice to have some technical information provided. Out of the box comes the usual pair of expanded polystyrene trays, and they are helpfully marked top and bottom. The trays are factory sealed, so we get that blade out, and we slice and cut and slice some more. Off with the lid, and there we see the EC950E protected by some clear plastic. And we can lift out the model, and there's no assembly to do because this model is complete out of the box. Looking underneath, there are nice thin metal tracks, and something that's a little bit more unusual is all of the nice detailing on the underside of the body, and that includes grills and panels. Also nice is the mesh walkways, and you can see through the perforations. The track frames look good, you can see the rollers on top, and there are access steps. And overall, it all looks convincing. On the body there are some nice highlighted grab rails, most of which are metal. Except that is the one on the front of the cab, which is soft plastic, although visually it doesn't look any different. This is a tough machine, so there are robust guards on the cab windows, and at the back there's a rear view camera and other highlighted details and graphics. Another nice touch is the properly formed lifting eyes on the counterweight, although the counterweight's not detachable. On the side of the body some of the grills are etched and look great, and if we move along to the front you can see all the different textures on the walkways and steps. Hydraulic hoses run to the main boom cylinders, and one of the big plus points of the model is the hydraulics detailing. There's a combination of pipes and hoses, and it all gives the model a realistic appearance. The big rock bucket is a nice casting with well-defined teeth and wear plates. Out on the Cranes Etc. test track, the tracks won't roll on a very smooth surface, but turning them by hand, they roll very easily. The idler is spring-loaded, so you can always make the tracks laugh, and there are working rollers on the top, although the ones on the bottom are solid castings. If we bring out the patented rough terrain test, we find that the tracks roll very easily indeed. So the model can move around, but can it rotate? And the answer is, of course it can, and it's nice and smooth and well engineered. But this is a big excavator, so let's see how the digging arm performs. And the boom goes up to a good angle, and the hydraulic cylinders are all nice and stiff, so any pose can be set. It reaches out well, and there's also a good range of movement on the bucket, because you can bring it right in and then bring in the stick, so that the whole machine becomes nice and compact. Next we need to dig deep and test out digging deep, and the model performs well on this too. The boom folds right down low, and the overall range of movement is therefore convincing. Another piece of functionality which is nice is the opening engine cover. It's good to see the Volvo engine inside, and it's also nice that the hinges on that cover are nice and discreet. So again, it all gives the feel of very nice model engineering. One thing all model excavators should have is removable buckets, and this one does not disappoint because you can undo two big nuts and bolts, and then take the bucket off nice and easily. So that opens up the way for some add-on possibilities such as different buckets or tools. Or if you want to go for a different look, you can have a forward-facing bucket. This is a heavy and robust model by WSI because of its high metal content. Added to that, it also has really nice detailing and the functionality is also very good. This is WSI Model's first model for Volvo, and overall it certainly does not disappoint and it's rated as excellent.